With the game so vast, so detailed, and so full as it is, there's just some things that will take a little bit longer to find out about. I'm Bandit Barney, and today I'm going to be showing you 5 things that experienced players know in Red Dead 2 Online. Our first tip's actually going to start in the general store, and that is that there are certain items in the game that are locked by a rank but can be bought with gold. Now this just doesn't apply, it doesn't apply to rifles. That would be a little bit pay to win, but there are some hunting things that you can buy with gold even before you unlock them. For example, I'll go over these crickets. Holding L2, you can see how much to buy that if you're going to spend gold, and I can buy it and own it even before I unlock it. And that goes in to our second tip, which is something that is hugely beneficial for money earning. Using our first tip, buying things with gold, we go over this river lure, see how much it is. It looks like it's 1 gold bar. Now I already bought one, so I'm not going to buy another one, but I own this now. I haven't actually gained level 30. And this river lure, along with a fishing pole, is going to allow me to access the best money making method in the game. I'm not going to go totally into this money making method because I have another video talking about that. We'll link it in the description if you want to see. But there's 2 fishing spots here and here where you can catch 2 different types of fish. You can carry 10 at a time, and when you turn them in, you make $85 per run. Each run takes about 20 minutes once you get the hang of it. For our third tip, you're going to want to make your way over to the gunsmith. Step inside, open up the catalog, and take a look at buying the varmint rifle. Now, it's one of the cheaper items, so if you already have it, good for you. I had the ultimate edition, so for me, it was for free because that I'm a special man. It looks like it's only $72 if you need to buy it. Well, money well spent. In the story mode, it's really only good for shooting certain animals so you can keep a perfect pelt, but in online, it becomes much more than that. Early on, it holds, I think, 14 rounds in a clip, and it is probably the best PvP weapon in the game, and I'll tell you why. Let me get away from these people before they think I'm going to shoot somebody. When you pull out your varmint rifle, fully loaded 14 rounds in the clip. Now when I aim it, the reticule gets to a fine point faster than any other weapon, and it's very accurate at distance. Now if you hit body shots, this isn't very helpful. But in PvP, when you're running around, getting your reticule super small and then flicking towards their head is going to be something that will allow you many kills over your opponents. This is helpful, especially in matchmaking. The church bell, can you please shut it down? Okay, thank you. This is helpful in matchmaking, but also when you're defending yourself against attacking players in free roam. For our fourth tip, don't buy horse insurance. Just don't get into it. It's 5 gold bars. Gold bars are hard to come by. The return on horse insurance, especially early on in the game when we don't have much, is very little. It will save you if you are put yourself in a sticky situation. This is the only time horse insurance will help you. You're in a sticky situation and some bandits kill your horse. You have to play, I think it's like a $7 vet fee, maybe a $10 vet fee to heal your horse. It's not worth it at all. 5 gold bars compared to maybe the $50 you'll spend in your horse's lifetime reviving it is not worth it at all. So tip 4, don't get horse insurance unless you have the million gold bar and you're the genius that, wow, cool for you. Okay, you get 5 horse and horse insurance. But for the man who works hard in the field to make his living hunting the bear and the deer, you don't insure the horse. You have a risky lifestyle. You don't do that. Insure the horse. Sometimes I go off cliff, but I don't get horse insurance. Now we saved the 5th tip for last, and it is the best tip. I know we got you like that, but this is something that we all deal with when we're playing RDR2 online. is that our cores are constantly draining. They drain throughout the day, but this is more significant as we get disconnected. The game's only in beta, and we're getting disconnected, and our cores, when we load back in, there's a significant portion to our cores that automatically gets taken away. And so we're constantly going through food, trying to keep our cores up. What this is a way of keeping your cores maxed out, full health bar, full deadeye, with little to no work. All you have to do is go find a group of deer, kill them. Right now I just killed one pronghorn because we're going to show you how this works, and skin them. Now if you skin them and you get them in a clean kill, you're going to get 3 mature venison. Then what you do, I mean, you probably want to stack up 10 of these venison at a time. Just make it quicker, and the deer spawn in groups, so it's very, very easy to find them. Then what you can do is go to any fire. Now, I'm just going to go to Valentine because there's a camping fire out there that I can rest at and cook. And we're going to cook that venison. Okay, we're here at the fire pit. Hopefully this guy doesn't think I'm here to do anything bad or harm anyone. And we're going to go to craft. And then what we're going to do is we're going to craft that venison as soon as this shows up. Okay, we have 3 of them, just like we thought we would. And then go ahead and cook all 3. Now you might be thinking, well, 1 is enough. 1 basically gets your cores to full when you eat it. We'll eat this one. Cores are maxed out. I ate 1 previously. But if we cook it and then we stow it, we can use it for later. Now the tip to this is, unlike eating everything else in the game, the way of eating these cooked meats is not straightforward. You don't just go to your item wheel and pull out a cooked venison to eat. And I'll show you that after we cook this one. Just put that in my pocket for later. I have all these treats in my pocket I save for later times when I really get a sweet tooth. Now if we look at our item wheel here, you'll notice that nowhere on here is cooked venison. You're just not gonna find it. And that's because that's not where it gets stored for eating, which is interesting because that's how you eat everything else. In order to eat this cooked venison, pull out your satchel, and it's gonna be in the provisions area, and you can look at cooked mature venison. Click in here, and it looks like we have 9 of these waiting for us. This is very helpful because cooked venison is the most nourishing item in the game. It almost gets all your cores to full. When you're loading in, if you get disconnected or when you're starting out, you kill that deer, you stack these up. This is all the food you'll need to eat the entire time you're playing for your session. And sometimes you'll eat beans because you know you're in the middle of a firefight or something and it's a little bit extra to go into your satchel. But this is gonna be something that when you're just venturing out and completing tasks and doing side missions, you'll never need to spend money on buying food. You don't even need to go loot it. Well, I mean, you do need to kill it. But once you cook it, that 9 venison will last me probably an 8-hour session of playing. So that is our 5th tip. It's our best tip. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you found any of it helpful, make sure to leave a like and subscribe, and we'll see you in some future content.